Welcome back to Pack Tack. Today, we're doing an episode of How to Minecraft. And in this episode, we're going to be ranking all the food items. I don't know if I have everything, but this is the one that was already made that looked good and had the most items on it. So I just went with it. So yeah, before we start, 100 subs, 100 followers, share the beard. Unless somebody keeps the beard, then I'll keep it and grow it forever. Who knows? But yeah. That's also, I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on Twitch. I just play Minecraft, Packcraft. I do talk more about that later, but let's get right into it. So let's start with so there's 7 tiers: S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, F tier, and buff tier. Buff tier is basically they need to buff this item or add to it, so it's just useless basically. F tier is bad, but at least it has use in the game. D tier is you're desperate. This is a choice for you. C tier is you're this could be a reliable thing. Like it's just mediocre. And then B tier is solid, like mid game before you fight the dragon stuff food. A tier, like dragon fighting and everything. Good food. And then S tier, just the top of the top. I noticed one thing we don't have on here that I just noticed is there's not gold watermelon. But I'll put that probably where I rank the carrot. And it'd probably, okay, I'll say what I'll put it when I get there. But okay, so with the buff tier, also I'll be reading from left to right on how I have it. And so the farther so it's ranked from easiest to get to hardest to come by. So left is easiest and then slowly it'd get to the hardest. So the buff number one thing is rotten flesh. Literally the only thing it's for is to eat or feed your dogs or trade. Like you should be like to smelt it, cook it, or something, and turn it into something. So yeah, and then second thing, so which is harder to get, the clownfish. Can you? I don't think you could eat it, but it's on this list. But I don't know if you can eat it. But it's useless though, really is. And then rotten potato. It needs. I guess it's just the same thing as rotten flesh. Yeah, you could sometimes get it, and at least with the rotten flesh, you could trade it. So it should be like you should be at least decompose. You should be able to decompose the rotten potato. And then the hardest thing to get that's here is the cookie. I've been saying this on stream for the past couple of days, or the past couple of streams, that literally the cookie only gives you I think one food per time you eat it, and they're so hard to come by. I only have so many because I traded villagers for them, but they're harder to make, and they're not rewarding. Or if they're gonna be, they should be like eat them like really fast. Then if they're not gonna give you as much, yeah. And then F tier, so you just get raw chicken. F tier because it poisons you, obviously, but that should be in the game because you can't get poisoned by raw chicken. So yeah, and then spider eyes because they're with potions and stuff, but you can't eat them, but they're bad. And then pufferfish, you can use potion stuff, you can eat them, but they're bad. So I'm fine with all those. And then D tier, like early games, so this is early game, whatever. We got raw cod. No, raw salmon is first. I'm pretty sure I see a lot more salmon than I do see cod. So salmon first, and then cod second, all raw. And then a raw potato, sweet berries. Cause put the potato over the berries, so you get potatoes from like any village basically, and berries only in one biome. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, so it goes raw potatoes, sweet berries. I used to be a big sweet berries guy, but okay, and then beets, raw rabbit. I don't think you get civic from raw rabbit, but I don't know. I've never really eaten raw rabbit, so I don't know. And then the hardest thing to get, but also uh the least like not it's the hardest thing to get cooked seaweed. I guess it's not super hard to get, but you have to find an ocean and also you have to cook it. So there's a lot more steps to it than just killing a rabbit, for example. And then C tier. So this stuff's solid, not good late game, but good. Like if you have this early game, you're well off. So see how easy Minecraft is, even on hard mode. So we got raw number one. These could be like any orders, odds on finding them. They're not rare or anything, but raw beef, raw pork, and then raw. I forgot what they're called. Not lamb chop. You know what I'm talking. What the flip? I should have looked into this. Whatever sheep drop. That number 3. I don't know. I can't think of it. And then 4 is apples, because you have to at least chop down trees and get lucky. So apples, has to be a certain type of tree. And then watermelon, I think it's mushroom stew, because how many steps? Cake, because you have more steps, because you have to get iron and stuff. And then suspicious stew, because I think you can only get that from, I think you might be able to find it, but I think you only get it from the brown cows or whatever. And then the final thing is coarse fruit, because you can only get it from the end, so you have to do all that stuff to get to it, which where I have it. This is obvious. Probably out of all these, it's probably the hardest one to get. But yeah, and then B tier, not most rarest, but hardest, is cooked chicken. I put that as easiest. And then cooked salmon. And then bread, carrot, cooked potato, cod, cooked cod. I just feel like I find a lot more of those things. Is that just back here? Flip. That is. Oh, flip. Oh, I put the cod in front of the potato, to be honest, in my opinion. I don't know why I had it like this, but yeah. In my head, I guess. I don't know. But then cooked rabbit, and then beet stew or soup. Beet stew. I don't know how. I think it's beet soup. And then A tier, cooked pork chop, cooked lamb, whatever it's called. And then potato. I'm not potato. Pie, pumpkin pie. Honey glass. Don't know what it's called. And then golden carrot. And then behind that, because I'd say watermelons are hard to get in the carrots, golden watermelon. And then last thing would be I think that's rabbit stew. Yeah, because rabbit stew is hard to get. I think you have to get a foot and stuff. I never actually made it. So yeah. And then I don't know if you could try for it. I might have done that, but I never actually made it myself. And then S tier, we got steak, number one, like easiest to get, but it's S tier. Golden apple, and then a god apple, and turned to golden apple. So yeah, obviously probably the god apple is probably the rarest of all this, but it's not the hardest to get, because you could find a chop or whatever. They find them in so many spots, but they are limited quantity. So yeah, I think that's everything. Also, fun fact: carrots you could breed horses with golden carrots, not just golden apples, but you cannot breed them with golden watermelon. But that's everything. I did it. Thank you to whoever made this, tier list. I always want to give credit. Who is this? Didn't say. I can't find it. But yeah. Thank you to whoever made this tier list. I appreciate it. I think it's down here now. I can't. I don't even know who it is. Who is this guy? I just want to give credit, because it'd be rude to not. Tier maker account. I guess made it. They have one follower. We're not following one thing. I think that was your followers. But yeah, thank you for making that. Whoever's Twitter that was, I appreciate it. Also, follow my socials down below. Again, the beard thing I said at the beginning. I don't want to have to repeat myself. I'm not gonna say as much as normal. I just said it on my football one, but that's why I said it back to back to here, just so. Yeah, and then also I don't know if this is good. Yeah, some stuff about change. I'm still gonna change my upload schedule, like what videos, like how to do football and Minecraft. I don't want to have to do 8 videos every 7 days. That's so much work, and double uploading doesn't seem to do as good. So I'm thinking about doing 7 videos, 4 of them football, and 4 of them Minecraft, 3 of them football. Cause I do the power rankings for football, power rankings for football, the predictions for football, and then the power rankings. No, recap. I already said power rankings. The recap. So like my 3 central things. And then for Minecraft, it'd be just whatever. Not really, just for Minecraft videos. But to do that, my Minecraft movie, I have to have it a certain way. So on what would be Tuesdays, would be a recap football video, and then Wednesday would have to be my power rankings, and then Thursday would have to be my whatchamacallit, guessing like the scores, because if I do it afterwards, then they're like, oh, you cheat or whatever. So that's how I have to do that. But besides that, so basically Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I mean, would all be football, but every other day of the week would be Minecraft. So yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. So this video would actually be going up not tomorrow, because tomorrow's Wednesday. It'd be going up 2 days. That's so weird. But yeah, thank you for all the support. I'm almost to 100 subscribers. I'm at 68, so I guess I'm almost to 70. I appreciate if you sub so much. Just trying to make my dream happen. Now I'm rambling. Follow my social down below. Catch me live at twitch.tv/GoPago12345. Join Packcraft, which is like Hermitcraft, but Packcraft, because it uses my name and everything. It's dope. Yeah, why not? Yeah. I only ask you on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 6 p.m. PST to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Follow my social down below. I think I said that. Sub, ring the bell. And I'll quit rambling. I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.